Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Mike's Positively Technical World video review. Today we're going to be having a look at the Works WG737, which is the medium-sized new 40-volt 2.0 brushless 2.0 series lawnmower. It's got several different heights available on it, and it features this brand new T-changer style system to adjust the height on a single point. It's got new aluminium handlebars, it runs on 40 volt, and it's got just over a 1 bushel 40 litre storage container on it. It's got 4 wheels. Other than that, I don't really know a lot about it, but we're about to find out. So let's cut to the chase, all puns intended, and have a look at it. We're also going to be doing an assembly if any are required. I'm pretty sure they are. So inside here we have some bubble wrap with zero construction required. Actually, I tell a lie, there is a little bit of construction required. We've got charger. This obviously needs a handle put on it. It features the classic design of the I'm empty, if you like, here's a hole in me, and then when it's full, that flap returns and it indicates that no airflow is flowing through it and it's full. It's got a very nice fabric bottom to it. This is good. I haven't got a handle to put on it, and it, well, we'll say it doesn't require construction. It does require a little bit clippy, but we'll do that later on in the video. We'll clip this all together. We'll have a look through it. Like I said, we've got a charger here. This doesn't look like the standard dual charger actually. So let's have a look, see which one we got. I'm gonna need my knife back because I can't get into that. Just make sure we've got a safe bit there. Slice through that. We have a new to the channel at very least charger. This Works WA3772. Let's have a look. It's a 2 amp dual output. So it's a modernisation on the one which did have the button on it. Very cool. It's included with it. We'll put this to one side. And then these little pods here. We're going to need the knife again. Feature 2 batteries. They're the Pro batteries. They are the 4 amp Pro batteries. And the WA3014 batteries. These ones have got 3 bars in as standard, but I'm going to be using some pre-charged ones. Here's ones I charged earlier, wherever they've gone, bless them. And in the other box, I'm sure we've got a similar scenario. I'm just going to cut straight through this because why on earth not? The same for the other side. And then we have the second battery in the box there. Again, we're going to put this to one side. Underneath we've got some more bubble wrap. The instruction manual. I'm just going to put this there because I have no doubt I'm going to need it again in a second. Right now would be good. Going to keep this on my person because you never know when I might need it. In here we've got the quick levers for construction, product guide, a handle for the 40 litre container, 2 more quick clip handles, and the instruction manual. Obviously, it's part of the Works Nitro range, so with this you will get a 5-year warranty with it upon registration. We've also got the manual for the new charger, which I'm sure it's going to tell you to insert it, don't get it wet, and be safe with it at all times. Don't play with it in the bath, etc, etc. How to wire the plug if you need to, what the lights mean on it. Red means obviously it's bad, green is, flashing green is good and charging, and solid green means it's fully charged. Yeah, other than that, it doesn't really tell you a huge amount. It tells you a bit more about problem solving and important charging notes. General health and safety, what the lights are, what they do. As I said, red flashing means battery temperature protection is on, and if it's a red solid on, that means a defective battery. You don't want to be seeing that. Approximate charge times for a 2 amp battery is 60 minutes. 2 amp 2-piece battery is 120 minutes, and obviously for the 4 amp batteries it'll be 120 minutes, and for the 4 amp 2 pieces that is included, it'll be 240 minutes, which is about 4 hours. It's not too bad overall, but it's adequate, I think is the phrase, considering obviously the price of this. I'll move on to that later. Obviously also included with this is the standard warranty statement for Works tools, and the manual for the actual mower as well. In there, it does actually tell you how to put it together. I'm hoping to try and simplify that for you in this video and show you about the features, and then also do a demonstration of its grass cutting capabilities on some fully charged batteries as well. Okay, I'll put all these to one side. So like I said, hopefully my show and tell is going to make it a lot easier for you guys than the actual instructions will. Okay, so first things first, we're going to remove the handles. So these parts here, they slide into one another. Basically, you make sure this is in that position and then put it there. Then the hole there lines up with the hole in that, and it can't rotate. The spring's that side. Obviously, if you take it out nice and carefully, you wouldn't obviously have to do that. I'll put this to one side and repeat the process with the other one. Yeah, it's very difficult to pull that out without taking the end off, but it can be done. And there you go. That's how it should come out. Again, if that does come off or you leave it behind in the packaging, this one is exactly the observe opposite of the previous one. It's in a locked position. And then this part of the mower I'm expecting to still be attached, because it's going to have a cord. Drop those off. Lots of packaging in this one, so they really don't want it to turn up too damaged. There's the cord that I thought was going to be obviously here, along with the bail and the very obvious on button as well. Very cool, very rugged design, I think. Let's get rid of the packaging, take the mower out, and then we're going to get on with constructing it before we then start looking at some of the features, I think. First thing I'm going to do is construct the handle on this. Before doing this, we're going to open the packet that contains these, what should we call them? Should we call them weird nut things with, weird screw things with wings on? There you go. So you take the weird screw things with the wings on. The cam clips, I think, is the theoretical proper word for them. We're going to take the cam clips, and then all we're going to do is take these aluminium arms that we put to one side earlier. So initially I thought these were actually ambidextrous. Actually, they aren't ambidextrous, because even though that looks the same to you, or you can probably see it blaringly obvious, they've actually got a little notch there and there, which actually indicates on here the 3 sizes, if you like. 1, 2, 3 for the height. And these have to actually be corresponding. You see it won't locate anywhere else except there, there, and there. Even lower, doesn't lock in. And apart from one of those 3 points are the only points it will lock in. Fairly cool setup, in all fairness. So to fit this, what we're going to do is we're going to place this on here, put the screw through, and the screw is going to poke through. We're going to compress this spring, and it's going to go into this small hole here. If you can't see what I mean by that, let me just grab you down. So this nut here, or screw, is going to go into this hole here, and then we're going to tighten up. You can see here it has an R for right And I assume somewhere on here, there's also, if you see in the corner there, let me try and get this in the sunlight so you can see it. You see just there? There you go, you just saw it a second ago. There it is. See a little R there, and there's a corresponding L for the left. So we're just going to rotate this round so it's in the right place, poke this through, start the thread off, making sure it's in the unlocked position, and then hopefully it'll get started, then make my life a lot easier. But because I'm doing this in camera, I guarantee it's not. Oh no. There we go. She's bitten in. Now it's just a case of windy. Get it set. We're going to put it on the highest setting. I'm not the tallest person in the world, but we're going to keep it up there. And then we need to just slacken it off a bit to make the cam clips do their thing. I don't know whereabouts that is. We'll just find it together. There we go. I think maybe we can get another turn on that. There we go. Perfection. Then we're just going to do exactly the same the other side. We're going to make sure we've got the side that has an L at the top here. And we're going to take our other cam clip, or a cam screw, or a cam operated screw, I suppose, and just place this where it needs to be. Make sure those lugs line up. Slot the handle in place. Into the screw. We're going to see if we can find that beautiful sweet spot for the cam clip and then just loosen it off. It's only there to hold this in place, so it doesn't need to be ultra tight. That's probably a little bit too tight on that side. Just going to loosen it off. There is the magic spot. You can just feel it. It's not forceful in place. It can be gently pushed in place. And it just feels nice and positive. It's not over tight, not in between. I'm just going to swap camera angles for you guys so you can see what's going on in the next bit. Right, so the next part we're going to be doing is going to require this second bag. The second bag has got some wire clips in it and some slightly different cam clips that have got a slightly different approach to using a standard, what they call coach bolt, which we'll need to remove. Now this goes in on the inside. You take the washer off, coach bolt goes through on the inside. There's a small square. You can probably see it, but I'll bring you in for a closer look. There's a square. That marries up to the square on the coach bolt, and it locks in place like that. And then coming around the other side here, trying to operate the camera and everything else at the same time. It's a little bit too difficult, but you can just imagine the Same on the opposite side. And then we're going to put this handle over into here, place that over the top, screw this cam lock in place, and all will be well. Obviously, you guys at home don't have to do this to camera, so it's going to be a lot easier for you. But this is what happens when you have a YouTube channel and you try and help everyone out and demonstrate it at home. Things do go wrong, trust me. This is going to be a lot easier for you than it is for me. 2 through each side there. And then I'm going to try and be really clever, which is where it probably is going to go wrong for me. I'm going to keep that on the inside. I'm going to go place that one through there, like so. And then I think we're going to take this one out and then reinsert it on the inside. Now, it does appear to be holding here, however, I think it's going to be a little bit easier on myself if I just have this folding down for now. Let gravity be your friend, because if not, it's your enemy. Take one of your washers. You'll find you've got a smooth side to the washer and a rough side. That's where it's pressed out in the steel. We're going to put it so it's flat side in, smooth side out, so it's got smooth for the cam to go onto. I'm going to put that on the outside. We're going to rotate the cam's basically got this threaded. There is a proper name for these, but for the life of me, I can't remember. I'll look it up and I'll put a little annotation in just at the bottom here, and it will tell you exactly what they are. Barrel screw, I think. Other Mike in editing will tell you. So we're just going to rotate that round. So it's in the open phase at the top here, and just screw it on. Once the screw's started, you can just wing it on. At the point whereby it starts to go tight, we're just going to stop. I'm going to repeat the same process on the other side. Flat side of the washer on the inside, smooth side to the out. Not too bad. And then hopefully when we extend it, if I push those in, maybe it's a little bit tight, that one. Like I said, it's not about being as tight as possible. They're not particularly tight. You can still undo them quite easily. Of course, when you're doing them up, you don't want to break them, okay? Might actually have these facing down. They're a bit more comfortable like that. Let's have that one facing down. And that one facing down as well. Still undo it, still do it up, and we're not tight. Once you have installed your cam clippy bits, you need to put your wire keepers on. The wire keepers are fairly simple. They just clip on over here. Leave one at the bottom. Here. They just simply clip through, hold the wire in place. Just help them get started. They'll just sit there on the bottom one, and then the same at the top here. This helps keep the cable a little bit tidy. Plenty of slack on it as well. It's all good when obviously you fold it forward. If you want to fold it forward and fold it into the compact mode, you need to reposition the camera again. fold it into the compact mode, all you simply do is, I know it's off screen, but I'm sure you can get the general gist. You undo the cam clips, which I just put them on. You actually fold this down rather than folding it above, you fold it down. You undo the cam clips here and here, pull it to one side, pull it all the way forward, and there it is, nicely, compactly folded down. And yeah, that is it, really. That's it constructed. I say that's it. You can then take your mower. It's quite lightweight as well, actually. That's another thing we want to discuss quickly, is it's very lightweight. That's probably, I don't know, about 10 kilos at a rough guess. I will check the literature and put an annotation, because that's what I do. Onto the assembly of the grass collection box. Like I said, it's a 40 litre grass collection box. You've got a very minor assembly to perform. All you've got to do is clip the basket, fabric piece at the bottom, onto the wire frame. The wire frame sits there. And to do that, all that you do is take these clips, clip it over. Same on the bottom. Take the clip. You might find it a little bit easier if you just get under your finger underneath it and just help it on to start with, because it does start putting a bit of tension on the box. The collector basket, I suppose. Should we continue using the word basket? Yeah, let's continue to use the word basket. There you go. That was a little bit more difficult, that one. And this one should be fairly easy. It's fantastic. And then, so to install the handle onto the grass collector, all we're going to do is locate the groove side there, insert that there, and then take this clipped part. Then we're just going to push that in using the fingers over the front, palm on the back, just tense up, clip straight in, never needs to come back out again, so let's not worry about that. And then the grass collector is then ready to install onto the mower. To install the grass collector, it's very, very simple. Lift the rear hatch, clip in, let go. That really is it. Of course, if you're using this from brand new, like you probably are because you're watching this video, you need to make sure, first off, before you do anything like that, in the back here, is the mulching plug. Mulching plug simply acts as a baffle and then encourages the grass to get recycled inside and mulched up into a small thin paste that then sits below your grass and you can hardly even tell it's there. I personally like using a mulcher for certain times of the year. When you're doing a finer cut, first time of the year, you really want to get rid of all of that winter nutrients, if you like, that's been sapped up in hibernation, and make sure your first cut, you take off all the nice trimmings off the top and don't let it re-go in, because your grass is usually about to go absolutely wild if it hasn't already. So I usually put that to one side and reserve that for more mid-season cuts when you're trying to maintain nutrients this time of the year. In spring, you're definitely not going to be looking for nutrients. You're going to be looking at trying to control your grass and get it into the swing of things and hopefully not get bitten by the frost. So we're going to open up the back. Again, clip this in place, let it go. It's now ready to rock and roll. So from this side, the Works WG737 has got a total of 6 height adjustments that you can make on the cut, and they're adjusted using this very rugged lever here. It's almost like a gear gate system. You literally, to change the height, you just move the gate across. If you let go, it will drop as low as it can go, which is down to 6, which is 70 mil for number 6. And 1 gives you the lowest cut. So 1's 20 mil, 2 is 30, 3 is 40, 50, 60, and 70 mil respectively. Obviously, I'm fully aware this is currently on a stand and it is a little bit more heavier going down than it is coming up, which is why you get a lot of resistance coming up. and less resistance going down. When it's on the floor, that'll become a little bit more clear. I'll be honest with you, because this is the first cut of the year, we're going to be looking at doing a 70mm cut on my grass. Okay, again, works have listened to what I've had to say in the past. This is really cool. What you're seeing there is fantastic. Because what they've done there is they made it really, really easy for you to flip it up, take one of your batteries, fully charged of course, insert it, take your second battery, also fully charged, insert it, flap down, job's a good one. Push that button there and you get a check on how many lights you've got currently showing. And a very interesting fact, which I think is going to come into its own, is one of my previous gripes about one of the previous mowers, the Works WG746, if I remember correctly. This was facing up, and you couldn't actually see where the gauge was at all, unless you were directly up upon it. So they've actually changed that now, and this is slanting slightly towards you. I'd like to take full credit for that, actually. I think Works have listened to my video that I've done on the Works WG746, seen the errors of their ways, and changed it. They probably haven't, but I like to think that, okay. So we're just going to remove this, move that off screen, put it back down, and yeah, don't let the wife see. She's ready to go. You can hear there's also the mower's actually got a brake on it. Very, very cool. That's obviously a bit of a safety feature. I do like a bit of safety. Yeah, it's not too bad, to be honest. I did think it would be a little bit heavy going up through the heights. It's actually vaguely pleasant. Providing you hold on to it. Obviously, it's not every day that you operate a lawnmower on a laminate floor. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a very basic mower. Yeah, I think it's going to do quite well. How well? We're about to find out, I suppose, because without further ado, let's take it outside. We've obviously got some light and see what it's like. Obviously, we won't be coming back in here afterwards because this is the inside of my house. So yeah, let's go outside and let's have a look and see how it goes. Okay, full disclosure, this is my first cut of the year, so do apologise if this is a little bit hard on it, but let's give it a go and see how it cuts. Okay guys, there you have it. Yeah, I suppose that's it. It has done. Sure you'll agree. Cracking job. First mow of the year. It's picked up everything apart from when I forgot to empty the grass collector. I have to apologise, that was a shocking state of my lawn, but unfortunately that kind of happened. I dug a bit of a hole with a giant excavator over the over the winter period. Yeah, anywhere it's gone, and it hasn't had the grass collector box completely full. It's picked up. It's gone through some pretty tough stuff here. If you're wondering how tough and how long, what are we going to call that? The size of my hand versus the length of the blades. 10 inches, let's call it 10 inches. It's big. Some serious length going on there. There's blades of grass. That's not due to neglect, that's just due to the fact that it just hasn't had the weather for it. Yeah, and the undulating size of the cracks in the ground, and the fact that there's no grass here, because, well, it's kind of what happens. So yeah, that's the state of play. That's what it does. I'm really impressed with things like the IntelliCut, which I didn't actually really touch on, but basically it's a system whereby if it detects a tough piece of grass or it needs a bit more power, it gives it that, and then when it obviously doesn't need it, it reduces power to save on battery, and it done that really well. The grass collector, obviously if you use it and you don't mulch, it has got this flap on it. Keep an eye on that. If it closes, it means it's time to empty. I ignored it twice, so I paid the price with a couple of dirty lines going across here. You can see the battery indicator, and when it's actually on, it runs constantly, giving you a constant update of the battery, which is a new feature on any mower that I've seen from Works, and it's really good. I'll give that a demonstration from my point of view angle here. And there you can see it's got 3 bars of battery, and you don't have to be over it like that to see. Actually, you can still see it's got 3 bars of battery, even right back here. So Works, thank you and well done for doing that. That's a proper thumbs up moment. As for me, like I said, I'm really happy with it. It does everything you ever need to. What's it like on lower cuts? I'm not going to find out myself. Certainly not in the back garden, because like I said, I've had a JCB, a 360 excavator go through here, and it's rutted, and yeah, it needs, really, to be honest, completely going over, cultivating, flattening and restarting again. But yeah, it's a shadow of its former self, unfortunately, but hey ho. That's enough about that. It was slightly wet over the back here as well, so that's obviously evident with the slightly shiny and grassy rear wheels. So I think it coped really well. It didn't stall a single time whilst using it, even though obviously it's at top height. This is the first cut of the year. So yeah, give it credit where it's due. It handled it extremely well. It didn't stall once. And yeah, it's going to be a faithful companion, I think. So yeah, there you go. Like I said, guys, sorry for not putting out any content recently. I've been quite busy, personal life, and my father passing away, bless him. I also got cellulitis in my leg, which you might have seen when I was walking up and down. I've got a bit of a scar on my right leg. Yeah, lots happened in my life, but also been doing a little bit of renovation work in the house as well, which is why I was able to do this inside. I can't currently get into my workshop because it's full of stuff and I haven't been able to create any content. So yeah, that's the crux of it. Display any rumours that I've become a multi-millionaire and moved or died in a terrible car accident or whatever happens to YouTuber rumours and whatever else. But either way, there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure you stay tuned in, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be putting out some more content again very shortly.